Hi there folks, I'm Jacob Smith and this is Mystery Arts Inc. Today on Mystery Arts Inc., I'm proud to announce a first in the history of Mystery Arts Inc., a pre-release review launch of one of the most anticipated products of 2017, possibly of the last 5 or so years, maybe even the last 7, given the fact that that's when we first hit the water and learned a lot about Mr. Peter Turner. Peter Turner, during that time we've become amazing friends. I talk to Pete often, we talk about life matters, talk music. He's a truly phenomenal, unique cat. You really won't find anyone else like him on the planet, which is probably a good thing because he borders on dangerous of how amazingly clever he really is. Hi, Pete. Isabella Star 3 is by far Pete's biggest baby yet. In Isabella Star 3, you're going to be able to do something miraculous. It's not only efficient, easy, but also only takes approximately a minute, 15 seconds to 30 seconds to really perform. What are you going to reveal in that time? You're going to answer the age-old question. If you're a mind reader, why'd I have to tell you my name? We all hear it. It always gets giggles. Everyone thinks they're the first one to come up with that line. But we do get it, and it is a real thing that goes through people's heads. You'll be able to do that. You'll be able to reveal a name somebody thinks of. Not really their name, but they can make one up on the spot to answer that question. Then you can prove you can do it. Second, you're going to be able to reveal their zodiac sign. And off the end of that, you're also going to be able to reveal the exact date of birth in which they were born, all with 100% accuracy. I know it sounds impossible. It is propolis, but it is far from impossible. Let's take a look right now at the trailer and you'll get an idea for what we're actually looking at.
In 2010, I set out to create a date of birth divination unlike any other. And whilst it came close to the visions I had up here, I was severely restricted in terms of the methods, subtleties and principles available to me at that time. In 2012, I worked with a multitude of performers from around the globe to bring you Isabella Star 2, the Star Goes Supernova. And again, it fell slightly short of the visions that I had up here. After obsessing about this plot for well over 7 years, I can honestly say that I managed to make my visions a reality. This is Isabella Star 3.
Yeah, you were born on the 22nd of March. On March 6th or 7th. Which was it? Just keep saying it over and over like Oscar, Oscar, Oscar. That's the name you were thinking of, right?
Did you go for Oliver? Good. Oh, you went for Neil?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Good. Fred?
Yeah.
Keep saying it like Capricorn, 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 over and over. There we go. Virgo, Virgo, over and over again. Keep screaming it. See it like Leo really largely. Yeah? That's it, right?
The 25th of June.
Oh my god.
Isabella Star 3 is a professionally produced book by our friends at Hair Sign Press. Professionally edited by Mr. Steve Wood, laid out. Very minimalistic but effective style. And that, I think, is a key thing. When a book becomes way too overproduced, I think in a way it kind of does distract a little bit. That being said, I love the work of Phil Smith. He's amazing at his layouts, but the simplicity of this book is really one of the key factors. Literally, on the very front table of contents page, you can just run your finger down, find your spot, jump to that page, you've got your answer. Almost all of the normal questions you kind of get from propolis mentalism effects are really covered in this book. It covers some of the mentality, some of the what-ifs, the how-tos if you get in this situation, the blah 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 blahs. And the coolest thing about this is, while there's always a chance of missing, that's regardless of any mentalism effect, this is probably about a 95%. I would say that's maybe even a low ball. as long as you direct your spectators correctly. Because I've seen Pete do this at least a dozen times over the last 6-7 months. And I've seen him do it in its other variations as far back as a year and a half ago. And I've never seen him miss once. He's never missed on me, even when I didn't know what we were doing initially. He's really turned this into a refined beast. The second book, Isabella Star 2, goes with Supernova. This has got to be a black/white hole because it just completely pushes out and expands the possibility of our universe of mentalism. And I think this is really going to inspire a lot of folks to do a lot more of what they're doing while utilizing a lot less and increasing that minimalistic approach. What are you going to find in Isabella Star 3? In Isabella Star 3, you're going to find a propless name guess. You're going to find a way to divine the date of birth. You're going to find a star sign divination, with more to come with the video footage and extras that are coming soon, as well as other ways to get around if you don't want to do the star signs. There is a way of doing it. Months in here. There's a whole smorgasbord. There's a lot in here that's really going to test your thinking. And my advice is go out and test all of it, because occasionally you're going to run into that person that just has no idea about star signs and is too bothered to go ahead and look them up. It has happened. To me, personally, I think that the month method is really good to have in your back pocket, while I will probably be using the star signs primarily. I mentioned earlier, Isabella Star 3 only takes about 1:15 to 1:30 seconds to perform. You can expand it out until about 2-3 minutes probably, but realistically it's a very fast piece. And that's what really makes it great. And it really locks your people in, and you can get multiple people involved in it very, very easily. Which there are ways of doing that to cover that in the book to get more people involved, which I think is really, really nice. Isabella Star 3 is going to be something that's going to be a game changer in your arsenal. No longer will you not have something in your back pocket to use. Once this becomes a part of your personality, your working repertoire, and your overall physiology, dare I say, this is going to be something you'll be using quite consistently, hitting quite often. When I say quite often, I mean all the time. I'm never going to claim something is 100%, because even I've had the instance of doing a center tear and there's nothing on it. And yes, for those of you who are curious, I have used the propless method to get out of it. Ha! If you want the ultimate way out of that, the best way to do it is to use the name guess from Second Coming by Fraser Parker. Use that name guess and you will never have to worry about billets ever being screwed up again. Now, side tangent over. Back to the point at hand. Isabella Star 3 is going to be something that's going to really get you to think a lot about what you're doing in your mentals and performances. Because something this quick, it can be a standalone piece. Realistically, I almost think this is so powerful that you don't really need to follow it or prelude it with anything. It can just go right in, do it. You've proved everything you could do, pull out, unless you want to just demonstrate something else or the interest is there. That being said, about interest, all propless mentalism, as I said in my propless mentalism thought shot, revolves around attention, interest, desire to see more, and getting them to take action on it. You're going to still need that. You're still going to need that key thing in your toolbox to really enhance what you do, to lock people in and get them really interested, fascinated, hypnotically obedient to what you do. And I think that's an important thing in this. If you're buying this the expectation that you're going to do this with a drab personality and not have to hold attention, this is going to hold attention all of its own, and never to just do what you say because you say it and you're the amazing mind reader and that's all it takes, then you're going to be disappointed. Because that's not how this is going to work. You're still going to need to have some great personality chops to pull this off. But that's anything propless, and that's anything mentalism in my opinion. I've seen some really, 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 really boring stuff done by people that are mentalists but just don't have the personality to pull it off, really. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to point to anybody. Just understand I've seen it. So as for the extra bits in this book, as I've said earlier, you're going to find the month way of doing this just by using the months, the star signs. You're going to have memory aids to help you memorize the star signs, memory aids for the cusps, the video performances and video extras that are going into this. There's going to be extra star sign divinations. There's going to be a lot in here, a lot of meat and potatoes. Even if you really end up not liking the effect, I guarantee you're going to pull something out of here you're going to like and you're going to use. That too, and this is, I promise you, an investment's going to come back, because once this thing sells out, it's going to go for a ton of money. This is going to be the next train tracking on eBay, I can guarantee it. I think this really takes this a whole new height of what you can do with propless mentalism. It just answers so many questions that people naturally have, and does it in such an intuitive way. This is a lot like an Apple product. So there you have it, folks. This is Isabella's Star 3. Quit watching this. Go pick it up. Secure your pre-order. There's only about 4 more days left on it. I rushed to get this video done so that way this could come to you and you could just finally cancel all those objections you have holding you back from experiencing the next evolution in propless mentalism, and possibly one of the final words on the date of birth divination. That being said, if those of you out there that are thinking, oh, going completely propless at the very beginning, that sounds really kind of scary, I've never done it before, do this with a Fuchsius. Even if you want to do this on stage or whatever, you can do this with a Fuchsius and always have something there. Because the way the method works in this, it really supports things such as a Fuchsius by Mark Shandow. You can find the review of that. But I think that a lot of you really are going to want to lose the training wheels eventually and do this completely propless. This is going to be the thing that people are going to talk about. This is going to be that thing that's going to save you for those moments when your pants are down and you didn't bother to bring the thing that fits on your thumb and write shit on a card when people aren't looking. I think you're going to enjoy this. Pick it up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, Jacob here. Thanks again for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, there's a lot more to come. Interviews, product reviews, who knows else, what else, probably random rants by yours truly, and kind of things that you're just going to enjoy, really. Thank you for, again, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do that actually by clicking here. I'd appreciate it. If you want to see the latest video, you can see that one here. It's really good. I'll see you next time, and thanks again for tuning in to Mystery Arts Inc.